One gives your power away, the other keeps it. Peace and love, family. My name is Leon Wheeler Jr., and this is Master Making Emotion, where I'm learning how to master myself and I'm teaching it while I learn it. Today, we're going to talk about something that I'm striving to master, that I'm working on religiously, daily, along with a few other shortcomings that that's going to be gone. It's going to be removed because I'm doing the work. And today's shortcoming, unfortunately, is knowing the difference between reacting and responding. Now, we can say that verbally, and it's understood that there's a difference between reacting and responding. However, for myself, and I'm sure many of you, we've become reactionary individuals. This is what we've been groomed to do. We have a whole lot of distractions purposely concocted to keep us jumping from situation to situation, from limb to limb, stuff that doesn't serve us. This, again, is a distraction. And it's been laid out that way by some people, unfortunately, that just want to control. And they want to keep us as consumers, as pawns, as, lackeys, whatever you want to call it, powerless for the most part. And that's what we've become for the most part. Because anytime someone else lay down a plan or a strategy to dictate how you respond from an emotional standpoint, they become your leaders, your guides. And this is what they've done. And the sad thing is, we've taken on the color, hypothetically speaking, of those individuals, and we do it to each other. Not on the conscious level that they're doing it, but we do it. And again, most of us aren't groomed in the science of doing it. We do it nonetheless, and that becomes a part of our makeup. Creating problems for one another. And again, they become somewhat like a master to you. If someone can push your buttons, they become a leader. They become a tyrant in your world, somewhat speaking. Someone that definitely cause a lot of detriment, a lot of pain. And this is what we do. This is how society is operating. And this is the dictates that we've been following. I've done it all my life. The thing about it is, I got to a point to, I guess I figured out a way to camouflage it, even though I knew it exists. I knew that people from time to time push my buttons. I knew it. I would do some evaluating. I would reflect because I've always saw myself as someone that had some potentials, that wanted to be something special, that wanted to do some great works. I just didn't know how to do it. But I did know. I learned early on how to exhibit pressure, pain, how to punish. But being an individual that wanting to do the right thing, I tried to keep a little moderation in that. But reflecting, my buttons were pushed all the time. And when people realize that they can do that, they tend to do it quite often. You know what I mean? Again, they may not even be knowledgeable about what they're doing. They may not even be conscious of what they're doing it, but becoming creatures of habit, we just do what we become accustomed to doing. And chaos may be it. I was a chaotic person. And I know a whole lot of people just like that today. But my strive now is to take it to the next level. So I know I can't just keep reacting. Now I'm doing the work to get this out of my system. I'm not going to allow anybody to have that much power over me ever again. And it's not an easy task because I've been doing this for so long. So I'm working on it diligently, daily. Something happened to me. I am now doing what I call practicing the pause, taking some time to evaluate and ask myself questions. Why am I feeling like this? What is this about? Do I give the power to this? Do I give, what do I do? What shall I do? Or what I shouldn't do? And taking that small, little small shift, time to do some introspection, to do some evaluating, some awareness that there's something that's going on in here and it needs to be addressed. And for the most part, I want to take at least 5 seconds. To me, you can create a window for yourself, 3, 5, 10 seconds, but at least 5 seconds to ask the question, why? What is this about? Where is this feeling coming from? Do I give it power or do I not? Now, with this, what I'm talking about now is something that's taking place and you're connecting a feeling to the emotions. Your emotions are actually being revved up. And I don't want no one to believe that your emotions is bad because they're not. Actually, emotions are a real power function inside of us, a power punch. It pretty much can tell you everything you need to do. But you can't just react to that feeling, to that emotion. You have to evaluate the emotion. The emotion tell you that you should be fearful, that something is not right in this particular area. That's the truth. But how do you react or how do you respond is actually what you need to do. You need to respond to that, not to react. And responding takes that pause that I was just talking about. It takes a moment that little shift of time. The reaction happens spontaneously, right away. Not a response. It takes a few seconds for you to do the evaluation. That's why the response is what's important. And that's what the difference is. One is spontaneous, and the other one takes time. The respond is what we want to do. We want to take the time out and do some evaluation. And I didn't do that. People pushed my buttons all the time as a youngster. Said things to me that I didn't like. Did things to me that I didn't like. Did things to people I didn't like. And I just reacted. And in most cases, I went to the extreme. Now, I'm sure some of the people realized that, oh, yeah, he's easy to excite. You can do this, that, and other to him. He could respond. Or should I say react? And you'll be able to catch him up. Just do this. No, I don't think a lot of us was really that conscious. We were just, again, most of us were just moving on impulses. But I'm sure there was a few. Because I was able to recognize it, so I'm sure someone else was able to recognize it. So a whole lot of people that was more diligent than I was, because they may have been taught. They may have been trained in that particular, capacity. I wasn't, but I am now putting forth the work. I'm doing what's necessary now, and that's why I am demonstrating the pause. And I'm keeping focused on this daily. And I fall short because I've been reacting so long. It's just annoying. But now I'm doing my best to reflect, to allow that small moments, that reflection time to exist, to manifest itself, to come into fruition, and pause and breathe. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Taking the time out to evaluate. Why? Where's this coming from? What should I do? What shall I not do? And that's what it's about. Knowing the difference and taking advantage of what you know. Because you can't claim to know a thing that you don't actually apply. You don't know it. You may have some, you know, thoughts about it, but you can't claim to know a thing, not in totality, if you don't demonstrate it, if you're not applying it to your life. So I'm applying the pause and I'm responding. I'm taking out the time to reflect and respond to what comes my way instead of just reacting. And this is master making emotion. This is me learning to master me. And if you're on a similar path, I invite you to walk with me, to talk with me. Let's grow, let's glow together. Let's simply do what we do, and that is simply be.